The rain came down like a curtain pulled too fast, turning the afternoon streets into silver rivers and blurring the world into motion and noise. Mara Collins gripped the steering wheel, her windshield wipers fighting to keep up, her thoughts heavier than the storm itself. Between school pickups, overdue bills, and the quiet ache of raising a child alone, she had learned to keep moving even when everything felt soaked through. That was when she saw him on the roadside, drenched, standing beneath a struggling tree as cars rushed past without slowing, and something inside her pressed the brakes before her mind could catch up. Before the story goes any further, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Kindness Flow Asterisk if you believe in kindness and second chances, because sometimes one small choice can change an entire life. Mara had not planned to stop. She rarely did anything unplanned anymore. Since losing her partner years ago, she had built her days around routines that kept pain at bay and her young son safe. But the man's posture struck her, shoulders curved inward as if the rain had found an old wound and was pouring straight into it. He was not asking for help, not waving, not desperate. He was simply there, existing in a moment that felt forgotten. Mara rolled down the window, rain splashing in, and motioned him toward the passenger side. The moment he stepped into the car, water dripping onto the floor mat, the air changed. Not dramatically, not magically, but quietly, like a deep breath finally released. As she drove, the rain softened into a steady rhythm, daylight glowing pale through the clouds. Mara kept her eyes on the road, aware of the stranger beside her but not afraid. Something about him felt familiar in a way she could not explain, as if grief recognized grief. She noticed his worn jacket, the careful way he sat, trying not to drip everywhere, the exhaustion etched into his face. Her own reflection in the side window showed the same tired strength, the same lines carved by responsibility. Without words, they shared a space where nothing needed to be proven. Mara's life had been a series of quiet struggles. She worked long hours, smiled through parent-teacher meetings, and returned home each night to a small apartment filled with love and unanswered questions. She had been searching for something for years, though she could not have named it then. Not romance, not rescue, but understanding. The kind that did not ask for explanations. The kind that stayed. As the car rolled through the rain-slicked streets, memories surfaced of a promise once made to herself, to never close her heart completely, even when it felt safer to do so. The man, whose name she would later learn was Jonah Reed, carried his own invisible weight. Recently laid off, estranged from family, moving through days that felt like unfinished sentences, he had stopped expecting help. Standing in the rain had not been a test of hope, but a pause before giving up for the day. Being offered a ride did not fix his problems, but it reminded him that he still existed to someone else, if only for a few miles. The city brightened as the rain eased, daylight breaking through in soft layers. When Mara pulled over where Jonah needed to be, there was no dramatic farewell. Just a shared look, steady and grateful, that lingered longer than expected. He stepped out, rain lighter now, and for a moment Mara felt a strange pull, as if she had dropped off a piece of herself without realizing it. Days passed, yet the moment stayed with her. At work, at home, even while watching her son laugh in the afternoon sun, Mara felt the echo of that ride. She realized she had been searching not for someone specific, but for proof that kindness still found its way through storms. That chance encounters could still matter. When fate brought Jonah back into her path through a community volunteer event weeks later, the recognition was instant, quiet, and powerful. What began in heavy rain continued in daylight, slowly and honestly, built on shared resilience rather than fantasy. Just before the ending, special request. Please comment ***. Kindness finds a way if you believe small moments can change lives. By the time Mara understood it fully, she knew the man she had given a ride to was the one she had been searching for, not because he completed her, but because he reminded her of who she already was. Strong, open, willing to stop in the rain. And if this story touched your heart, if it reminded you to look twice at the world around you, please like, comment, and share this video. Your engagement helps stories of kindness travel farther than any storm ever could.